we are continuing with the proposal. Last day so far I have ticked in my book, page number 151. So far it happened that Lomob, he had come to Chubukov's house with a proposal to marry his daughter Natalia, and really Chubukov knew it, but Chubukov did not tell this to Natalia still, that he had come to marry you. And there was a big argument. They indulged all these three characters, that Natalia, Chubukov and Lomob. They indulged in the argument about the ownership of Oxen Meadows. Lomob demanded that Oxen Meadows belong to them, whereas Natalia and Chubukov, they actually they confirmed that no, it actually it was their property. And this argument going on now, this argument came to that great insult, that he was insulting Chubukov, was insulting Lomob, Lomob was insulting Chubukov in that way. Now Lomob, that last speech we just completed last day, that here that would you please tell that, is this the way? Yes, page number 151, I have ticked it, that where's my hat. Up to this we completed. Am I right? Would anybody help me? That yes, thank you, thank you. Now Lomob actually in course of this argument, Lomob was very much upset. He was agitated, and as he was agitated, all the problems it had started with him. He told that his right foot had gone numb, and he could see stars in the daytime, and he was searching for his hat. The last, where's my hat? Now Natalia was telling, it's low, it's dishonest, it's mean. Now Natalia, to whom Lomob had come to propose that he wanted to marry her. Now Natalia was telling this to Lomob, that it's mean, is dishonest. You know, your behavior, you are full of dishonesty. You are not like an honest person. You are mean-minded, low-minded. You know, that Natalia told this to Lomob. Now Chubukov, and you are just a malicious, double-faced intruder. Yes, and here, you know, Chubukov told this to Lomob, that you are double-faced intruder. Intruder means conspirator, who makes conspiracy, and double-faced means you are with my friend, you are with my enemy also. This is double-faced intruder. You are malicious, very, very, very ferocious, harmful people. The Chubukov told this to Lomob. And Lomob, here's my hat, my hurt. Which way? Where's the door? Oh, I think I'm dying. My foot is quite numb. Numb means senseless. He told that he could not find the sense of his feet, and he was searching for the door, where the door was, because you know, all has been muddled up in him, and he could not you know, he could not think about anything, because all his loopholes, all his problem had started. And you know, Lomob, it was his problem, that he suffered from all his problem whenever he got so much agitated and excited, and really he was excited. That is why he told that my foot is quite numb. Now goes to the door, and you know, Lomob went to the door because he wanted to go to his own house. Now Chubukov following him, Chubukov also followed him and went near the door. And don't set foot in my house again, Chubukov told, who might be who would be his you know, future would be father-in-law. That father-in-law was telling this to Lomob, that don't set foot in my house again. Now Natalia, take it to court, we will see. Now Natalia also, you know, warned Lomob that if you want, you can take this matter to court, we will see then. As if Natalia was threatening, and Lomob staggered out. Stagger means walk difficultly, walk with difficulty. So Lomob staggered out. Now Chubukov, now here, Chubukov, devil take him, walks about in excitement. Devil take him means it's a curse, as you know, God bless you, that might be the opposite. Devil take him, It's a curse. Chubukov was cursing Lomov for having such argument with him. And now Natalia, what a rascal. What trust can one have in one's neighbors after that? Natalia was telling, oh, what a rascal, that man. That he is our neighbor, but how he behaved with us, then afterwards, how the people have any faith on our neighbor. Now, Chubukov, the villain, the scarecrow, Chubukov was still shouting, though Lomov had gone from the house, but Chubukov was still, shouting, the villain, the scarecrow, you must know, the scarecrow is that, what should I say, that structure that is made in the field for, so that the birds, especially the crow, are afraid of it. Now, Natalia, the monster, first he takes our land and then he has the impudence to abuse us. Now, Natalia is still telling this to her father. The first, he had demanded that my land belonged to him, and then he was so impudent, he was so arrogant that he started to abuse us. He started to insult us, Chubukov. And that blind hen and that turnip ghost has the confounded cheek to make a proposal, and so on. What a proposal! Now Chubukov told this to Natalia, that this blind hen and this turnip ghost, these were the name that Chubukov was using to address Lomov, to describe Lomov, the blind hen, the turnip ghost, and has the confounded cheek to make a proposal, and so on. And that blind hen had come with a proposal. What a proposal! Now Natalia came to know that what was the real purpose behind Lomov's coming to their house. And Natalia asked her father, what proposal? Now Chubukov, why? He came here to propose to you. Now Chubukov told this the first time to Natalia, because beforehand we must not forget that when Chubukov went to Natalia and he told Natalia that a merchant had come for his goods, and actually Natalia could not understand what his father had told, and Natalia came and met with Lomov. But now, and actually Chubukov told this to Natalia, his daughter, that why he has come to propose to you. Now Natalia, to propose to me? Why didn't you tell me so before? Now Natalia's position has been changed, a sea change there. Natalia has just got to the opposite point. Why didn't you tell me so before? Chubukov. So he dresses up in the evening clothes, the stuffed sausage, the Wygen-faced frump. See, Chubukov was so angry that nobody was there to listen, but still Chubukov started this all. That is the reason that man had come wearing this, dress, wearing this, evening clothes, wearing this dress jacket, and that is the reason that, and still Chubukov actually told him the stuffed sausage, the Wygen-faced frump. Natalia just stuck to that point. To propose to me, falls into an easy chair and wails means Natalia started to cry. Bring him back, bring him here. Now Natalia had forgotten everything. Just one point, that just he came to know from her father that person had come to propose her and to ask for her hand in marriage, and that actually all made Natalia forget about that they had that person had insulted them. They also insulted them, that they had a bad argument about them. Natalia had all forgotten. And just one thing, he just started to cry, just wails, and she just told that bring him back, bring him here. Now Chubukov, bring whom here? Chubukov asked this to Natalia. Chubukov was so surprised that just few minutes back you insulted the man, we made the man to go from our house, we forced the man, we insulted the man, and now you were telling that to bring the man here. And that is why he was so much confused. And to be sure, the father asked this to the daughter, bring whom here? Natalia, quick, I am ill, fetch him. Fetch means here, bring. Now the daughter told this to her father, that you must bring him here, I'm feeling ill. Now, and hysterics. Hysteric means, it's one kind of disease that when a man suffers from it, that he cannot control his emotions. So here also, Natalia could not control. He just started to wail, he started to cry. Now Chubukov, what's that? What's the matter with you? Chubukov is getting angry with his daughter. What you are telling? That we have insulted the man, and you are telling that again we would have to, and the man also insulted us so much, and you are telling again we'll have to bring that man back here. Now clutches at his head, just clutches his head. Chubukov, oh, unhappy man that I am, I will shoot myself, I will hang myself. We have done for her. We have done for means we have finished for her. Now Chubukov was cursing her daughter in that sense, that we have finished for you, and I will shoot myself, I will hang myself, I don't want to live alive anymore. Natalia was not ready to listen anything. Natalia had stuck to that one point, that just bring that person back. I am dying, fetch him. Natalia was now imploring, charging to her father, fetch him. I don't want to listen anything. Now Chubukov, at once, don't yell. Father, when daughter was demanding that you must bring that man here, because Natalia just few minutes back he came to know that the person had come to propose her, and now actually she was charging, she was imploring, demanding, appealing to her father to bring that person back. Now Chubukov, at once, don't yell. Yell means shout. Don't shout, I'm going. Runs out, a pause. Natalia Stipidum wails. Wails means cries. What have they done to me? Natalia was crying. What have they done to me? Fetch him back, fetch him. As if she could not control herself. As if she suffers from hysteria. So she could not control herself. I pause. Chubukov runs in. And then a pause. Chubukov came again. He is coming, and so on. Devil, take him off. Take him talk to him yourself. I don't want to. Now Chubukov again had to go to Lomov's house. He was his neighbor. So Chubukov had to go to Lomov's house, and Chubukov had to implore Lomov to come back again after so many arguments, after so many insults, because from both the sides they have insulted each other. But Chubukov had to go there as daughter was demanding to bring him back. Now Chubukov came back and informed his daughter that don't wail, don't cry, stop your crying, stop wailing, because he is crying. And still he was cursing to Lomov by telling the devil take him. Then he ordered his daughter that you should talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. Natalia wails, fetch him. Natalia actually was not in that position to listen anything from her father. She was still crying and crying. Now fetch him. Now Chubukov yells, he's coming! I tell you, oh, what a burden, Lord, to be the father of a grown-up daughter. You may underline this. What a burden, Lord, to be the father of a grown-up daughter. Means the father was so much frustrated at the behavior of his daughter that his daughter could not understand the daughter, as if the daughter was not giving any regard to the father. So the father was regretting, and father was lamenting to be the father of a grown-up daughter. I will cut my throat, I will indeed. And he was so frustrated, he was so disappointed that as if he decided to commit suicide, because he did not want to live alive, he did not want to live anymore to be a father of a grown-up daughter. Indeed, we cursed him, abused him, drove him out, and it's all you. Now, father was charging it to his daughter that it's for you only that we cursed him, we abused him, we insulted him, we drove him out from our house. It's only for you, and now you are just behaving in a strange way. Now, the daughter is telling, no, It was you. Now the daughter is giving this blame to her father. No, 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 not for me. It's for you. Now Chubukov, I tell you, it's not my fault. Now Chubukov was telling this to his daughter. I'm telling, it's not my fault. Lomov appears at the door. Lomov is that kind of person also. That really, if he had been so much insulted, if he had a sense of prestige, then probably he might not, or he should not come back, because both daughter and father insulted him so much. Not only that, they insulted his forefathers as well, but still he had come, and that is the reason that we know that why the dramatist wanted to say about all, because it's all about marriage, all about, that the rich people, they looked marriage as a business, so Lomov did not have this kind of emotional touch in him. He just wanted to marry Natalia, to have more and more property, and that is the reason that he came back again. He did not have that emotional touch. He did not think, no, I must not go, because both father and daughter insulted me so much. They had drove me away from their house. Why should I go there? But here Lomov, without thinking all this, he had come, he appeared at the door. Now Lomov appears at the door. Now he talked to him himself, and Chubukov saw Lomov had come, and Chubukov left the place, and Chubukov told this to his daughter, you talk to him, exit. Now Lomov enters, exhausted. Lomov was exhausted because he had lots of problem. Whenever he got frustrated, his problem starts, all his problem starts, and here also the problem, he suffers from this problem. Now he is telling, my heart is palpitating awfully, awfully means fearfully. Now he told actually Natalia that my heart is palpitating awfully, my foot has gone to sleep, there is something that keeps pulling in my side. Again, all this problem had started because he was so much agitated. And he told all this to Natalia, that as if I'm having a sense in my left side, as if something is pulling my left side, and my foot has gone to sleep, my foot has become numb, and all this. Natalia, forgive us, Ivan Vasilovich. See the change of Natalia's tone. Natalia is father told that my daughter was a lovesick cat, really. Natalia also, Lomov also insulted her. Natalia also insulted Lomov, but now Natalia had forgotten everything, and with a very gentle, alluring tone, Natalia was telling, forgive us, Ivan Vasilovich, we were all a little heated. Now Natalia told this to Lomov, forgive us, Ivan Vasilovich, we are all a little heated. I remember now, Oxen Meadows really are yours. Now see, Natalia's changed. Natalia demanded for how many times that Oxen Meadows are ours, Oxen Meadows are ours, Oxen Meadows are ours. But here, as if he had granted, or she had accepted that no, Oxen Meadows belong to you, and she has told that no, we were wrong. Yes, Oxen Meadows belong to you. We were wrong. Really, Oxen Meadows are yours. My heart is beating awfully. Now Lomov is telling, my heart is beating awfully. My meadows, my eyebrows are both twitching. My meadows means he wanted to tell about few things about meadows. Then he told my meadows ... my eyebrows, and then he could not finish at what he intended to tell about my meadows, and then he went to my eyebrows, and he told my eyebrows are both twitching, means both my eyebrows are twitching. Twitching means as if that I could feel that pulling sensation in that eyebrows, as if my eyebrows are twitching. Natalia, the meadows are yours. Yes, yours. Do sit down. Natalia, as if she had surrendered totally to Lomov, and told, yes, the Oxen Meadows are yours. Yes, yours. Do sit down. Do sit down means in the sense, please sit down. There is not a difference between sit down and do sit down. But here, do sit down as if she was imploring Lomov. So please sit down. Do sit down. Now they sit. We were wrong. Natalia accepted this. We were wrong because Natalia really wanted to marry. Now Lomov, I did it on principle. Now Lomov again told this. I did it on principle. Means I told it with logically. I had enough logic. My land is worth little to me, but the principle. And Lomov again told that yes, my land little worth to me. I was not so much attached to that land. I am not like these. I am not so miser that I should demand, yes, is my land, I want it. Actually, it's not worth too much to me. But the one thing that I always talked on principle, I really I was standing on logic every time. Natalia, yes, the principle. Just so. Now let's talk of something else. And Natalia told, okay, I could understand that you were talking about principle. But now let's talk of something else. And Natalia actually now proposed to Lomov that we should discuss about other matter, not about Oxen Meadows or not about property or land, all this. The more so I have evidence, Lomov again continued. The more so I have evidence. My aunt's grandmother gave the land to your father's grandfather's peasants. Now Lomov had started that same story again to Natalia. Again Natalia. Now Natalia, yes, let that pass, let that pass. Now Natalia told, yes, I know, I have already accepted that Oxen Meadows belong to you, so there is no need to repeat that, repeat that story to tell the history of the ownership of Oxen Meadows and all this. Aside. Now, aside is a dramatical tool that when aside is used, it means that when the character on the stage, when one character is conversing, it is supposed that the other character in the stage, they are not supposed to listen this. Rather, the spectators, the audience might listen it, but the other characters who are also there on the stage, they are not supposed to listen this. So aside, I wish I knew how to get him started. That is, as it is written aside in the bracket, it means that we should suppose that here Lomov could not listen this, that I wish I knew how to get him started. Aloud, are you going to start shooting soon? Now Lomov Natalia wanted to come out from that topic of Oxen Meadows and property and all these, and Natalia and for the reason Natalia was asking this to Lomov that are you going to start shooting soon? Are you going to start shooting soon? They had the tendency to go for shooting. They go for these rich people to pass their leisure time. Sometimes they go for shooting. So Natalia asked this to Lomov whether he had any plan for go for shooting or not. Then afterwards, what happened? We will see in our next class. So today, up to this, we will meet again in our next class, and a Merry Christmas to all of you in advance. Be very safe and enjoy this upcoming Christmas. Thank you for being with me.